Hello my dear students, welcome back to your science class. So students, as we have completed our A part in our science book, so students, today we will complete our B part, very short answers, and our C part, that is short answers, in our science notebook. I am talking about your chapter number 8, that is physical and chemical changes. So open your science notebooks everyone, watch the video and write the answers while watching the video. So let's start. I hope student, each one of you have opened page number 92 and 93, because student, there is our B part, that is very short answer question. We have to give that in one word, and also we will complete our C part today, right? So B and C part will be completed. So let's read our question number 1. In which changes do substances undergo chemical transformation? Is it physical or is it chemical change? So the answer is, in chemical changes, substances undergo chemical transformation to form new substances, right? Question number 2. Rust is a mixture and does not have a chemical formula. True or false? Now they are asking us that rust is a mixture, student, and it does not have a chemical formula. Is it true or is it false? So this statement is false, student. Why? Because rust has a chemical formula, and the chemical formula is Fe2O3H2O. This is the formula, student. Why I am doing this B part like this? Because student, B part is a statement question. So I want that every one of you write B part in your science notebooks, and A part will be done in the book, right? And B, C and D part will be done in your science notebook, right, student? Moving further, question number 3. The process of depositing zinc on iron to prevent rusting is called, it is known as, students, galvanization. Please check the spelling, Galvanization, right? Moving further, question number 4. Which gas is given off when calcium carbonate is heated? Now you have to tell which gas is given off when calcium carbonate is heated. So this is the gas as shown in the video, that is, when calcium carbonate is heated, calcium oxide is formed and carbon dioxide is evolved. Calcium oxide is formed, student. They see calcium carbonate, that is CaCO3, when heated gives us calcium oxide, that is CaO, and carbon dioxide gas is evolved, right? Question number 5. When two soluble substances in solution react to give a insoluble substance, a dash is formed. So what is formed at that time? A precipitate is formed, student, right? Question number 6. Heat is absorbed in a dash reaction. So it is absorbed in an endothermic reaction, right? In a endothermic reaction. Question number 7. If an equation has positive heat written on its right hand side, what type of reaction it is? So if heat positive plus sign is written on a right hand side, so what type of a reaction is it? So that type of a reaction is exothermic. Which exothermic, right? Write the answers properly, students. Question number 8. Now question 8 is, identify what kind of reaction each of the following is. Now they have given you 6 reactions, right? A, B, C, D, E, F. So you have to now identify what is the name of the reaction. As see in first, student, X plus Y gives us XY. So it is a combination reaction. What? It is a combination reaction. So B is XY gives X plus Y. It is a decomposition of reaction. Two components are separated or are formed into single X plus Y. C is AB plus XY gives us AY and BX. So it is double displacement reaction. Two are divided into combination of two, right? D is AB plus X gives us AX plus B. So it is single displacement reaction. E is AB plus CD gives AD plus BC. So it is again double displacement. Though reactions are divided into combination, gives us combination of two reactions. F is acid plus basis gives us salt plus water. So it is a neutral. So it is neutralization of reaction. Question number 9. An oxidizing agent provides dash or removes dash from a substance. So what does it give? So oxidizing agent provides us oxygen and removes hydrogen from the substance. Question number 10. What method will you use to get a pure liquid if it has dissolved impurities present in it? So that method will be crystallization method, as we have seen in the video, crystallization method. So the method is crystallization. Question number 11. Salt is obtained from seawater by crystallization. Is this statement true or false? So student, this statement is false. Why false? Because salt is obtained from seawater by evaporation, right? Question number 12. A supersaturated solution of a solid in a gas crystallizes easily. Is it true or is it false? So the answer is true. A supersaturated solution contains more solute than it can remain dissolved in water. It is highly unstable and crystallize easily. So this is the reason. So with this we have completed our B part, student. Now we move further to our C part. That is short answer question. We have to answer in a sentence or two. So first question is, why are water pipes galvanized? So why are the water pipes galvanized? So the answer is, water pipes are made up of iron, right? Water pipes are made up of iron. Rusting of iron occurs when iron interacts with air and water. Therefore, to prevent rusting of iron, water pipes are galvanized. That is, iron pipes are coated with metals such as zinc or chromium to prevent iron from interacting with the air, right? Question number 2. What does question 2 says? When water is frozen, it forms ice that has different properties. Why then do we say that freezing is a physical change? So what is the reason behind this? So students, reason is, in a physical change, only the physical properties of a substance changes and no new substance are formed. So as freezing of water is physical change, because only the physical change of water is changed, that is, water is converted into ice. Hence freezing is a physical change. Moving further, question number 3. Question 3 says that give one example each of a chemical reaction showing the following characteristics. Now you have to show a chemical reaction. First is evaluation of gas, change of color, formation of precipitate, change of state from liquid to gas, change of state from gas to liquid. So these are the chemical reactions of these all 5 equations. See. Please see, student, please do not write anything wrong. Zinc plus sulfuric acid gives zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. B is copper carbonate when heated gives copper oxide plus carbon dioxide, and copper sulfuric acid added with hydrogen gives copper sulfide or copper or sulfide. And D is water when gives us hydrogen plus oxygen, and E is hydrogen plus oxygen gives us water, right? So question number 4. Now you have to differentiate endothermic reaction and exothermic reaction, student. So it is a difference, so you have to differentiate between the both. So endothermic reactions are those which are accompanied with absorption of heat, and exothermic are those reactions which are accompanied with evaluation of heat, right? And endothermic are melting of solids, fusion, evaporation and vaporization, and examples of endothermic. Combustion of petrol and oxidation and ammonia are examples of exothermic reactions, right? Moving further, question number 5. Sorry, question number 5. Question number 5 is, what is a combination reaction? Now you have to tell what is a combination reaction. Give an example. So the answer is, in a combination reaction, a compound is formed from its element or from simpler substances. For example, magnesium reacts with oxygen on heating to form magnesium oxides, right? 2 Mg plus O2 gives us 2 MgO, right? So question number 6. What is a substance said to be reduced in a chemical reaction? So that is said to be, what is said to be? It is said to be reduced if hydrogen is added to it or oxygen is removed from it, right? Now question number 7. What do you mean by crystallization? So crystallization, student, is a process in which pure solid is separated from a solution in the form of its crystals. For example, common salt obtained from seawater contains soluble impurities such as magnesium chloride. So to purify common salt, student, crystallization process is applied, right? Moving further, question number 8. What does question 8 say, student? What is a supersaturated solution? Now you have to tell about supersaturated solution. So supersaturated solution is a solution in which more solute is dissolved by increasing the temperature of a saturated solution right? And when a supersaturated solution is cooled to room temperature, it crystallizes easily. So with this, we have completed our C part. So in another video, students, we will do our D part. Okay.
I hope, student, each one of you have written your answers correctly. So now click the pictures and send it to me. So till then, take care, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you, students.